reaching for God.
The first thing I noticed is that how many people here are schooling abroad or are probably going to school abroad in September? Please put your hands up. Really high. Now, yesterday we had about 31 people, and about 29 of them, about 27 of them school abroad. About 27 of them school abroad, and the others about all intend to school. Everybody, I mean, it was more of people abroad, and I just noticed something. That's what we're seeing this morning. That by 9 yesterday, the class was full to the brim, and then today, by 9, this is almost to 10. The class is half empty. What does that say? Now the people abroad are more organized. That's what it is. Absolutely, they work with time. Because if you stay abroad and you're going to the train station, I mean, if you are there 10 minutes late, what happens? You miss your what? You miss your train. If you're going to the airport, I mean, this is what we're also trying to be part of this program is so that it's not a Nigerian thing. I mean, that's what we're saying. We're saying that look at today the class is half full. People will come in at 10, at 11 and stroll, and you know. But I said 8:30 yesterday the class was full. By 9 it was fully full. So it's part of what we're trying to do. If we're saying we're building a nation, we have to get that in our minds. Is that understood? Okay. If this is your first time having anything to do with the World Center, can I see your hands up so I will carry your hands? Is that Naomi? No. You came for visa?
Yes.
You came for visa 2012. What's your name again? You were supposed to win the modest appearance. Is that you? Okay, now then you are. Okay. Good to have. Okay, where did I start? Okay, so for those of you, if this is your first time, just flow along. This is the Family World Center. What we actually do is that we work with children and with parents. What we do is actually help you find out who you are, and not just who you are, but who you are in God, and then help you fulfill all that you're meant to fulfill in life. Is that okay? Now, this if you've been for visa, let me see your hand. If you've come for visa, okay, thank you. For Virtuous Women, okay. Now, this is an entirely different program. Okay, this is not visa. This is not Virtuous Women. Now, everything you've learned over the years. Okay, maybe you've not been for visa for Virtuous Women, but you've been a part of the World Center program. I know you've soaked in. Good. Rere, you were part of the World Center. That means everybody here, you understand that what we're doing as a body is help people fulfill who they are, find out who they are, and become the best. And above all, 2025. Who knows about the vision 2025 for Nigeria? Anybody here? So you're exactly like yesterday's class. Nobody knows. Now there's something called prophecy, Nigeria 2025. There's been prophecies outside this country, within the country, that by 2025, Nigeria is going to be one of the best countries. And I encourage you to Google if you get home today. Now, if you don't know the vision of 2025, then there's no way you're going to make an impact in 2025. I'm 44. By 2025, how old do you think I'll be? For those mathematicians. By 56, do you think I'll still be a major player? No. I won't, right? By 56, I won't start saying I want to start building airplanes or trying to build rails and all that. I'll be a bit old. By 2025, how old will you be? Demilade? How many years is 2025 from now? 11. Everybody add 11 to you, how old you are now. By 2025, how old will you be? 15? 21? 20? 25, so you should be married by then, probably with a child or two. By 2025, how old will you be? Grace, how old will you be 2025? How many now? 28. Minimum of 2 children. By 2025, how old will you be, my love? 29. You should have done with making babies. By 2025, how old will you be? 24. Maybe that should be having your wedding then. By 2025, how old will you be? 29. You should have done with making babies. 2025, or how old will you be? 20. You should be married. And we're not kidding. By 2025, how old will you be, son? 27. Now, you're all in your 20s. And some people that are coming later, because we have some 20 years old coming in later. Then you'll be in your 30s. Who will be the main people working in organizations by 2025? You people, God bless you. So what we're here to do today is to prepare you for 2025. Now this program, this is not Vista, this is not Virtuous Man, this is called Teen B. And Teen B means Teenagers in Nation Building. And the short form is TIN, Teen B, Teenagers in Nation Building. Now the nation we're talking about, we're not talking about the world globally, we're talking about Nigeria. Now what we're trying to do is to stir you up, to open your eyes, to see where and how you're going to prepare yourself so that by 2025 you'll be one of the key players in 2025. Now if you've been to Virtuous Man, you've been to Vista, you've been to Word Center, you're filled with the Holy Spirit and all that, it's not for you to speak in tongues or fall down and get up. It's for you to use it to make a change. Is that understood? So if you've been part of our program all this year, it's for a time like this. Now you've all grown. I met this woman, now when she was 9. I met you when you were 8 or 7. I met you when you were, okay, forever. I met you when you were 6 or 7 and 5. And now here, I met you when you were 10. Okay, here you are, you're now almost crossing to the 20s. You see that levels have changed. Do you understand? We're no longer talking Holy Spirit, you're all filled. Now the feeling I said is not to speak in tongues or to rise and fall down and die. It's now for you to make what? Impact. Because in 2025, if you don't have a vision, everything we've taught you over the years will be erased. And that's why we're still working. Yesterday's class was practically all the children we've worked with over the years, and I'm so happy it's still people that I've worked with. Now we're taking it to the next level. Teenagers in Nation what? Building. Now at the end of today, now look at those two beautiful people out over there. They might not look very beautiful later today when they start dealing with you. Because what we do, you know, we do participation, excellent participation in class, behavior in class, composure and everything. So they'll be grading you. Now what we do is that we're giving everybody 200 points straight up. That's for this program. Everybody here has 200. Now, if your participation, your composure, your articulation, everything, you see that you're really into it, they grade you 20, 50. The plan is for everybody here to get to about 800 at the end of the day. Now, but if you're like, you're not a part of the class, you're in class but you're not a part of the class, you're not responding, your attitude, living outside class and all that, we're not saying they start reducing. So at the end of the day, you might have, out of the 200, you might have nothing left. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Now, if for anything you do anything bad, they take away points, and maybe you do something really good, they could add points. So even if you lose points, you could still, your points could still add up. I don't know if you understand. So look at them nicely. They will not talk to you. They will not say, please, we want your name tags where it's very visible. Where it's very visible. Where it's very visible. Now, at the end of the day, having said all, done all, and all that, we have this all out, but it might not go out to everybody. Now, this is like inaugurating you and officially making you a member of Teenagers in Nation Building at the end of the program. Parents are coming in at 5:30. They are coming in to actually launch you in, because this is like, you're supposed to do this. We're forming an alumni. You're supposed to do this and then also carry it over to your schools, to wherever you are, and like, I'm not going to say much because in the course of the program we'll find out who you are. Now, if I say something, I don't want people acting because of something. And like what we did yesterday, there's some things we won't say. But at the end of today, you're going to find out for yourself. So I want you to be yourself. Let every facilitator that comes notice you. There's some people in this class, by the end of this program, nobody will notice that they were in this class. There's some people in this class, at the end of this class, nobody will forget them, including facilitators and the students. We had 4 of that yesterday. By the end of the class, nobody forgot them, and they won't be forgotten in a hurry. Some people were still in small groups, but nobody can remember them. So what we're saying is that for every class, with the teachers, with everything you're doing, because that shows the leadership, make yourself, throw yourself in, become very, very what? Visible. I don't know if I'm communicating. So this will be given out much later in the day based on the criteria, the grading and everything we get to say yes. Because for you to have this, with the Nigerian emblem on our name and all that, your name in gold, that means truly we're saying yes, you qualify. But if we don't, what we did is that we preview them, but if you don't, in few of them we move back, except you think you're ready. So this will be at 5:30, saying that you're inaugurated into Teenagers in Nation Building, which for us now this is a big deal and it's a new movement in for young people in Nigeria. Now, having said that, I talked about awards, and there will be recognition based on, if we see, I don't know, are there like people who want to volunteer to be leaders? I mean, today in the class, who wants to go, I think I can lead, I can help out with stuff and all that, because big people that will probably lead the class for us. And Capoinsola, yeah, who else? You think I can lead, I want to be a part of it. And then you're not in here full, right? Who else wants to lead? Kaisi, Kosi. Okay, now we have two groups of people, like a generation. We have 13 to 16, 15, then we have 16 to 20. Now, if you're 13 to 15, please, I want you on the side. Or maybe I think the smaller ones are actually there. If you're 13 to 16, please sit on the side. If you're 16 and to 20, please, I want you on the side. Now we have to break it up for us to see the progression. Now, if you people fail this group, if you fail, these people will automatically do what? They automatically do what? They will automatically speak up now. She hasn't even started grading, don't worry. If you fail, and it's better you actually you're there instead of not talking. If you fail, this group will do what? They will fail. Yes. I'm not even talking about the class, I'm talking about in life. Now, Nigeria has the problem they have today because we have failed. Do you understand? We have failed, our generation has failed. And we're not trying to say, we're not waiting. If who's been to a train station and when it says, you see the train station and it says, the next train will be here in 5 minutes, and exactly 5 minutes it happens. Who's been to England and seen something like that? They're so on point. Now, if no matter the dreams I have for Nigeria, can you come to the front so I can see your face? No matter the dreams we have for Nigeria, no matter how much plans I have for this country, it is impossible for me at this age to start bringing in that technology. True of us. One, I'm not as exposed, but you people, it is you, if you have that dream, and half of us here, even if they're not abroad now, are still going to go abroad, the plan is for you to go there and then come back to make a change. So 2025 is in your hands. Do you understand? 2025 is in your hands. Not only that it's in your hands, you're filled with the Spirit of God, you're getting the best exposure, you're getting the best education. So many of you are in beautiful schools, so many of you are in like the most expensive school in Nigeria. And I said to you, what are you doing with all that? That's why you've come here. A lot of people will be talking to people from who knows about gemstone. People don't know. It's your name as an English people. Hey. They are very good with relation building. They work with young people, they work with adults, they are very good. So they'll be coming to spend they're actually here, the first part of the morning with us to facilitate. And then we have somebody else coming in later, like that. And then I will also take a portion. Now I want to talk about, so I want you to open up their minds, because when they left yesterday, they said to me, there's this particular guy, they said, watch out for him. Another person said, what? Because if you're in class, they have to feel you. So we've already told them what we're looking for. So be a part of the class. Let them see change inside of you, that you're hungry for change. What we can do, you people are the ones that are going to do it. Is that understood? There's going to be a lot that will happen throughout the day. And then you're free to walk around the resort. There's a period where we're going to be having interviews. People are going to interview each other. Once we give you, we pair you up. Walk around, go anywhere, just you and your partner. Anywhere, use the library, but don't go to the spa. Is that okay? Don't go upstairs to the spa, but you can use anywhere. So feel free to walk around. Well, because it's a spa, the noise is restricted. Please try to like bring down the noise volume, and then don't litter. If there's anything we're eating, it's right in there, put it in the bin. Because I mean, you can see it's a beautiful place, right? So they try to keep it clean. So let's keep it like that. Now, based on that, we're going to be starting the first. I'm just trying also to do this so that we can kill time. Because if you're not around during the orientation, for instance, and then you're chewing throughout class, and then they are grading you at the end of the day, you don't have a point. That's because they didn't know what happened, true or false. So that I'm just trying to kill time for us to understand. And then, where's the team song? And so based on that, we're having a team song, or we're using the team song for the procession with the sashes and during the at the end of the program. So we'll just take the team. If you open your, I'm sure you're given something like this. Can you put, where's the team song? Can you, sorry. It's too cold, right? I'll tell them to turn it on. Now, if you look at the team song, the first says Nigeria will stay. Nigeria will do what? Stay. Nigeria will stand. Why are we saying Nigeria will stay? Do you know that it's possible for Nigeria to exist, for Nigeria not to exist with what is happening? Do you know it might get to a point that Nigeria will disintegrate? True or false? I'm telling you the truth. Look at the Chibok girls. Nobody knows. Nobody has said anything about them, right? I mean, it's gradually dying off. After a while, we won't even hear again. And then when people get so agitated, after a while, people might just say, okay, enough of this. It has happened before. Can we just break? But what we're saying is that Nigeria will do what? I can't make Nigeria stay. The only thing I'm doing is what I'm doing, talking to you people. If this country has to be what it is you, not. I mean, in the next 20, 30 years, I'm going to be 70. In the next 30 years, you people are still in the prime of your youth. Some of you are going to be like me in the next 30 years, like my age. You're going to be the front runner. So that we can't do much. Anybody 30 under 30 and above cannot do much. The 30 people in 30 can actually struggle. But if there's anybody, if you want this country to be like the Dubai that you admire, I hope you know. Have you heard the story of Dubai? Dubai. You know that 25 years ago Dubai was nothing. True or false? Oh yes. The only thing Dubai was known for was fake things. Go to the internet. So if there's a prophecy in Nigeria that by 2025 Nigeria will become one of the best countries sought after, then it's doable. 25 years ago, the only thing Dubai was known for was fake what? Things. Just like China. That was all. Then all of a sudden, there was a drastic change. Today, when I think of vacation, the first place I think of what? I never get bored because there's always something new. Do you know that Ghana, who had a Ghana lesson teacher growing up as a child? Ghana lesson teacher. You know they're very good in maths. And their country, the economy was so bad that half of all, like about 20% or 10% of Ghanaians migrated and came into this country. There was no food, there was nothing. It was so bad that Ghanaians food Nigeria because their country was nothing. Then what happened? A group of young people got up at some point. Their own was revolutionary, not like ours. Do you understand? They got angry and then they killed all the leaders. You've not heard their stories. I know. They killed all of them as in raised them down, and today, look at Ghana. Nigerians are now going to Ghana for secondary and university education. Has it changed? True or false? I'm not saying go and kill the people in. Do you understand? But I mean, you know, but what I'm saying is that it actually something can happen. So if there's prophecy for Nigeria 2025, it's actually doable. It's actually what? But first we have to understand what is the prophecy. Is it possible? Can I make a change? Why am I schooling abroad? Why am I in that expensive school that I'm going to? Why have I had so much exposure? You're having the exposure so that you can come to a system where things don't work, so that you can work. So we're saying Nigeria will stay. Nigeria will do what? Will stand. The next thing says, good people, great. That means bad people. I think this class is actually more responsive than, I mean, they picked up in the afternoon. But this morning, people, you're picking up early. Thank you. You know, it's encouraging for the facilitator when you're connecting. So please, I need you to connect some more, okay? So it says, good people, great what? Nation. Bad people, and it says, and there will be peace, because God said it. Because God said, please put a comma after the it, because it's not a consider, no way to it. And there will be peace, because God said it. Now, if there's a prophecy that 2025, not listening to it. It's actually not working. Oh, you don't have one? Do you have one? Okay, we'll pick it up, share with her, pick it up later after. There's a comment that says, there will be peace because God said it. How has God said it? There's a prophecy not only from Nigeria, even people outside Nigeria. People, you don't even know about this country. People from all over the world, China prophecy is been seen. And that is why we formed Vision 2025. It's been all over. Nigerians are forming the vision and they're having the program for people that are 40. Please, by 20, for somebody that is 40, how old will the person be? And for people that are 50, does it make sense? And that's why, because we have the Spirit of God in us, God opened our eyes to see that the Vision 2025 I'm talking about is with these ones, not with your age mate. Imagine people like my father going for Vision 2025. Wouldn't he be dead by 2025 for crying out loud? No, for real. But because people are not filled with the Spirit, they do things physically. But God has opened our eyes, and that's why we're connecting with you to connect with 2025. Is that understood? So it says, and there will be peace because God said it so. And lions will fall in pleasant places. Harrison, for this, who can explain what this is? Or what do you think this is? There's a 75 points for anybody that can explain what this is. The lions will fall in pleasant places. Anybody that can explain, what do you think it's trying to say?
I think it means things will go according to plan.
Thank you. This will go according to plan. Anybody else? Things will go according to plan. And lions will fall in pleasant places. Anybody that can. What do you think it's saying? Did you take him down? Anybody? Think. I mean, based on Nigeria, what we're saying, and lions will fall in pleasant places. What do you think? What do you think this is trying to say? You'll be surprised you know the answer. Just say it. And whatever is in your mind, just say it. You never know.
Power will be given to people who deserve it.
Thank you. Power will be given to people who deserve it. Thank you, Arif. Lines will fall in pleasant places. Yes, my love. Put your so that I can see your
Sorry. Success will be put in the hands of those that, like she said, that deserve it.
Okay, success put in the hand of those who actually. Thank you. Lines will fall in pleasant places. It's your hand up. There's something on your mind. Say it. I'm telling you, you never know. Say it. It's actually an interactive class. That's why usually our program we have like 100 people, but we made this small so that we can actually connect. So you never know. Maybe it's not even what we feel. Like somebody brought a fantastic. It wasn't even what we thought, but that was how she explained it yesterday. A different interpretation. And lines will fall in pleasant places. What do you think? Sorry, yes? We'll be led to the right what? Direction. Yes. That's also a point. We'll be led to the right direction. Lines will fall in pleasant places. Somebody said everything will be in order. The power will go to the hands of the right people. Yes. There will be people will be in the right direction. I can see things in your faces. Say it. Yes.
Things will work together for our good.
Things will work together for our good. Things will work what? Together for our good. Yes. Any other person, anything in your mind? Teferati? Can't you say that? Kelsey, you're still thinking.
The right things will be done at the right time by the right
The right things will be done at the right time by the right people. Absolutely, everybody got it right. Things will fall in place. It means everything that's supposed to be in order will be what? In order. Everything that looks disorganized. Tell him I'm going so much. Just okay, just come in yourself. Yeah. But everything, please, what do we have disorganized in Nigeria? Structure, God bless you, something. Yeah. Leadership, God bless you. The economy. The economy, power sector. Who said education? God bless you. Education. Water provision. Transportation. Everything. Abi? Totally. Health. Can you imagine the doctors are on strike? What is that? It's only here. But he said lives will fall in pleasant places. That means everything, like everybody said, everything will be in the right place at the right time, properly aligned. So that means we can actually function like we're in the UK is doing. Lives will fall what? In pleasant places. So he says, but I won't do this. My mother is already old school. I'm not even talking about them. People that are 30, maybe they will still try a bit. But you people, the teens, you are the ones that will build it. Because all the expensive school fees, and when you're in the middle of the class, you understand why you're where you are. It will be built by you and you alone. So it says we will build our land. We are teen what? Be teenagers in nation what? Building. Building our nation to stand. Because if it doesn't stand, what happens? And then who are we building it for? For God. No. We're building it for yourself and for God. We're going to build our land. Now you didn't say we have built our land. Or they will, you say we are going to, that means we're talking about future. We're talking about what? Your future. It's not today. Now you're saying I'm a teenager, all this talk. If you don't catch a vision of your life in line with Nigeria, I'm telling you, by the time you're 30 is a joke, you can't do anything. When I was 12, 8, 13, 14, I used to see my face in the front of newspapers. I would just sit and I'll see my face. I'm telling you the truth. And I used to wonder, my face, I just said to myself, I'm not very beautiful. I can't be Miss Nigeria. So what will bring my face in the front of a newspaper? Because I thought then as a child that it's only when you're like Miss Nigeria that you... I mean, I was even 8, between 8 and... I kept seeing my face in the front of what? Newspapers. But I didn't know that there was something that had to do with this country that I was going to go into. Do you understand? But I had a burden, but I didn't know what it was. Now, almost 30 years later, I'm working with teenagers, I'm on TV, I'm on radio, I'm everywhere. Isn't my face in front of newspapers? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. But if I wasn't seeing those things then, now if you don't catch a vision, if you're not seeing yourself doing something that has to connect with this country, if you're waiting till you're 40, when you're 40, you won't do anything. Because it's what you're seeing now that will propel you. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. What you see now will get you angry. Good example, our president's wife. What do you think she would have done better if she had better exposure? No, between you and I, true or false? Exactly.
She knows what she's saying.
But so that she's confused. But if she had the kind of education that, do you understand what I'm saying? Or if she knew that at one point in life she would be the first lady of this country, do you think they would have raised her the way they raised her? No. What about Jonathan? Chai. No offense.
He should have seen it coming.
But he never did. So now if you see greatness inside, you have to. Look at how beautiful you are. You never know who you're going to get married to. Maybe it might look like a joke. Maybe your husband at some point will be the governor of Anambra State or Imo State or even president of Nigeria. Look at you people. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Jonathan was once your age. I don't know if you understand. Jonathan's wife was once your age. She was probably one fat chubby child feeling, but she didn't know where she was going to end up. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So nobody. So if you catch a vision of greatness, that I never know who I'll be tomorrow, but I know there's greatness inside of me, then you start walking, then you start running. If you cannot see it when you're 40, you can't achieve it. Or when you even get there by default, you're going to be worse than child. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. And then all your exposure will just be a joke. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Catch a vision. You are the ones that will build this country. Indeed. Olumide, I'm with you soon. So that when you come, it will flow. I'm trying to fix up the ground for you, okay? So I will just take the theme song. The theme song will play over and over throughout today. It's actually very easy. Learn it by heart because that's what. By the time we formed the alumni everywhere, this is one. We had a group of 30 people or 31 yesterday. Your group, and tomorrow we have about 35. We don't even know how they're going to fit in here. So that by the time we start, anywhere we are, we know that this is the theme song, and that's what we're using for procession. So we'll just take it now before I bring in people from FD. Then you take a 5 minutes break just to walk around, stretch yourself before you come in for people from FD to take the class. Are we ready? Come just. We all have this. Who have this? If you don't have it, you share with somebody with you, then when you go out, pick one. So we just sing along just because of time so that I can bring them in. We should listen to it once more. Let's listen more.
Jesus will stay, and Jesus will stand, good people, great nation, and there will be peace, as God said it's so, the land will fall, in pleasant places, and Jesus will stay, and Jesus will stand, good people, great nation, and there will be peace, as God said it's so, the land will fall, in pleasant places. We will build a land, be a team, be building a nation to stand. Be a team, be building a nation for God. We will build a land, be a team, be building a nation to stand. Be a team, be building a nation for God. We're going to build a land, be a team, be building a nation to stand. Be a team, be building a nation for God. We building a land, be a team, be building a.
Let's just sing along. The later, there's a season for us to learn so that they are ready and confident. So let's just sing along.
Jesus will stay, and Jesus will stand, good people, great nation, We will build a land. We are Team B, building our nation to stand. We are Team B, building our nation for God. We're going to build our land. We are Team.
No one. And then some people yesterday we asked them, this is just an intro. This we're just within this project. If you think there's something we could change in the song or add a few things, it's up to your generation. Please, people yesterday added a few things, said do this, do it like that, and that's when people are ready for change. So if you think, oh, I think we should do this, do that, and please talk to Teacher Harry, it will also be great. Is that okay? So just take like 2 minutes to stretch and walk around. So I'll get them to come for the first session.
We are Team B, building a nation to stand. We are Team B, building a nation for God.